Billy Bob and Bobby Sue and some of the friends of ours in the audience were talking about a brokered convention. So what happens is if the Republicans go into the convention, they take the first vote based upon the delegates are there to represent the number of delegates from their state, all right? And let's say that it's 100 from XYZ state, and 70 of them are for Trump, and 15 of them are for Cruz, and 12 are for Christie, and 3 are for whoever. The first vote is fixed. No one can change their vote. They go represent. They're going with a sticker on them, okay? They're obligated to vote the way the primary turned out. But after that, if there is no winner of the convention, of the vote to become the nominee of the party, the person that actually is, here's the Republican candidate. If there's not enough votes to require, I think it's 2740 for the Republicans, it's over 2,400 delegates they have to have, then the people are free to vote for who they want to. And that's when the horse trading begins. That's when low-level corruption, bottles of booze, girls, boys, men. I mean, God save us from where we've gotten. Or high-level corruption. If you do this, we'll see that this bill, if we get into power, we'll see that this money comes back to your area for this project that you want. We'll see to it that so-and-so gets to become the assistant secretary of the whatever. And genuine political horse trading happens. Listen, this is how President Lincoln became president, right? One of our most famous presidents. If my memory is correct, it was on the 10th ballot. There was no winner, and so they kept doing all this horse trading. And Lincoln's people were so shrewd or corrupt, depending on how you want to put it, they were promising people positions in the cabinet if they would throw their support behind Lincoln. And Lincoln, meanwhile, was sending messages to his representatives, do not obligate me to anyone for anything. And they ignored Lincoln. They ignored what he said, and they did exactly what they wanted. And they obligated Lincoln to have people in his cabinet who he probably would not have chosen. But they got that position because they cut a deal ahead of time to assure Lincoln the nomination for the Republican Party. So the problem is this. You and I, we're the unwashed Philistines at the gate. Okay, we're the rabble with pitchforks. And we scare the snot out of the establishment, the people who joke about how big their private jets are. Okay, we frighten them. And they hold us in great contempt. They think we're stupid. They think that we are, well, obviously we're not wealthy like them, so we're the plebeians, we're a different class to them, okay? We scare them. But if they can make it to the convention, we don't have the strings, we don't have the attachments, okay? All we have are our pitchforks. What are we gonna do? We don't have the connections at XYZ state capitol to say, if you'll do this, if you'll throw your weight behind Trump or behind Cruz, let's say that Cruz is the outside candidate and it's Cruz against Christie. I would take Ted Cruz in a heartbeat over Chris Christie, okay? But Cruz's people are not establishment people. They can't offer political bribes or political deals. They can't horse trade politically, because what do they have in their pocket? What are they gonna pull out? Goodwill? We're going to save the republic? We need someone who will stand strong against ISIS? No, these Republican establishment people are thinking about money. They're thinking about multinational corporations. They're thinking about stocks. They're thinking about banks. They're thinking about regulations where they can tweak them just a little bit so that they increase their wealth, often at the expense of the guy with the pitchfork. So, mark my words, watch what's going to happen, and understand that those of us, the unwashed Philistines at the gate, if we don't win going in, chances are we're not going to be victors going out.